Hi friends, it's Amanda. Thanks so much for being here and watching. Joining you today for more Shimmerz Paints Color Kitz inspiration with the gorgeous September edition, and just look at this stunning new color, Spritz Practice What You Peach. Oh, absolutely divine. It won't be available in the store to purchase singly though, so you will need to buy this amazing color kit to get that one. Vibes Palm Reader. This one's Creameez In A Jam, just delightful. And Shimmerz Wisteria Lane. So some really gorgeous fall colours. And of course the Gingham Greatness Dotz as well. So such a fabulous kit this month. So just off camera, did a quick colour swatch just to have a look at the colours, and you can see they're really divine. I love that Creameez In A Jam has two tones, the really thick opaque and then watered down a more softer pink colour. It's just lovely. So if you have watched my 1 minute Instagram video, I apologise, you're going to get a quick recap. I was at work the other day and I wanted to test out the paints, and I didn't know what to do. So this is me at work, and I had 10 minutes up my sleeve and went, you know what, I'm just going to do the whole when in doubt, wreath it out, and have a good chance to play with the paint and see what the capabilities are. And I just started to get painty, and I'm so pleased I put the camera on for this actually, because I end up using this. So this is the Vibes Palm Reader. You can see it's a really lovely green. It's not as dark as you would think. Really, really soft and quite, almost has a golden hue to it. It's very, very pretty. Creameez In A Jam. Well, that's just divine, isn't it? And then that beautiful new Practice What You Peach. So soft and delicate. What a gorgeous colour combo. Really, really pretty. Going to come in with a bit more Creameez In A Jam now though, because just need a little bit more of that highlight and shadow to come in. And we'll do a few little dots of colour, and then with the Wisteria Lane shimmers as well. So just a little hint of mauve to complete it. And look, what a lovely way to play with your paints. Such a gorgeous way to test your colours out. So, so pretty. And you can see, look, it's not beautiful in terms of actual artwork, but it is super pretty, and it seemed a waste not to use it. So I've now gone home and I've decided I'm going to use it, because why be so wasteful? I've cut out the outer, but I've left the inner, and that's because I'm going to use this gorgeous pattern paper, Jan Hadfield's Along the Way Apple Orchard, the reverse side. And I'm going to use pattern paper for a change. So that's a bit different from me. I am normally a cardstock girl. I prefer cardstock just simply because it's just got a lot more strength to it. The core of the paper is much better, and survives paint a lot better. So because this won't, I am going to use gesso, and I don't use gesso a lot. I find it does affect colour tone and the density of your paint, and the opacity and the vibrancy at times. But in the case of using pattern paper, if you don't use it, it'll be a hot mess. So yeah, really important, because the paper is not particularly strong. There's no core to pattern paper. It really is lightweight and quite giving. It just needs that support. So so gesso there, and coming in just with a quick pencil outline so I know roughly where I'm going to work. And I've got a really sweet stencil. I'm pretty sure it's an old Cartabella one, maybe from 3 years ago. It's an old one, but it's just a really pretty, it's sort of spring blooms kind of. There's a bit of, it's a bit botanical, it's got flowers, it's got buds and blooms and things. So, and using the Practice What You Peach Spritz, and I just love how pretty this is looking. It's really, really gorgeous until now. See what I mean about when you use gesso and it takes out the colour? And you can see where the gesso wasn't, because you can see those big sections at the top where there wasn't any. So look, you can see it, it's just on camera it's hard to see. So yeah, it does reduce the opacity. Coming in now though with the beautiful Creameez In A Jam, and I'm replicating a wreath so that I can build up and sort of, add some dimension and thickness to what I've already got. So Just coming in and very loosely painting, even worse than before, I think. It's very quick. And the beautiful Wisteria Lane, so it had a moment in the sun as well, because this colour was too pretty not to show off just a little bit more. So just quickly coming in and yeah, just having a paint today, which is kind of nice, not an actual technique as such, just really beautiful fun painting. And yeah, I think that looks really lovely. So that gives you a sort of a quick brief idea of where my layout's headed today. And yeah, look, really beautiful colours for fall, aren't they? You can see, yeah, very autumnal, very, very pretty. Yeah, and look at that. See, even with the gesso, that paper is just, yeah, it doesn't like it. That's okay. And so I'm just going to have a bit of a play now with what I'm sort of planning on doing. I'm not really 100% sure because, as I said, I just didn't know what I was going to do, and it was a case of when in doubt, wreath it out. And yeah, the wreath's sort of taken over and become my page. So I do have a very beautiful fall photograph of my daughter from earlier this year, because of course we're about to head into spring here, and yeah, it's a very different time of year, but I love this photo of her, and it's really, yeah, one that I cherish. So I'm just going to add in some fussy cut blooms, also from the Jen Hadfield collection, and they're just a pattern paper. As I said, I really wanted to use up pattern paper today, so fussy cut a few of them out. Just going to use them. I don't want to steal away from my own paintwork, so just enough. Foam mounting that one, and I'm doing that just so it gives it that little bit of lift, and you can see how that second layer now really has impact. And look at that. Isn't that really pretty? I mean, let's be honest, really fast and simple. I really probably should have done a better wreath, but you know what? It's fun and it's pretty, and it's just, I think it's lovely. Yeah, I think those colours just sing and makes my heart happy. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to glue things down and have a bit of a play. There we are. Getting an idea now for how things will work. I've still got these gorgeous dots on the side that I'm going to pop in as well. But I probably do need to actually secure some things in if I'm happy. There we go. So really, really simple design today. There's not a lot of technique, I'm afraid. It was just a case of a quick paint, really. But a good chance to see the colours in action. And I think you'll agree that Palm Reader colour is very surprising. It's so, so pretty. I thought it was going to be quite dark. I actually thought it might be a little bit overbearing, like it might be too strong a green. But it's absolutely gorgeous with the Creameez In A Jam and the Wisteria Lane. And even with the peach, it's even soft enough to be with that as well. So yeah, a really lovely colour, that Vibes Palm Reader. It was a surprise for me. I really thought it was going to be more forest green. So very, very pretty. And just going to pop those pieces in place. Again, using little bits of foam tape here and there, because I think that soft dimension was really important to this page. There's a lot of colour going on. And that's part of the reason why I didn't cut out the centre of my wreath and why I left it on the white watercolour paper, was just so that we did have some white space. I think it's lovely that I've got that detailed background and the beautiful paintwork, but you do need a little bit of white space, I think, particularly if you want your photo to shine. I do like my photos to be the focal point in my layouts. They are the story and the reason I'm scrapbooking in the first place. So yeah, I liked that use of white space there. So very happy that I kept with that. And I'm just going to add in that last little bloom to the top there. There we go. Lovely. And it's really looking quite pretty. Have a look. Yeah. It's a really sweet layout. Some really gorgeous colours in this month's kit. And speaking of gorgeous things in this month's kit, here are those fabulous Gingham Dots. I'm going to pop that lovely one just beneath my photo, and I'll pop the other one in the opposite angle. There we are. That's really, really pretty, isn't it? And I love that they're a nice embellishment. They don't steal away from any of the paint or in particular my photo. It's just enough detailing. I did like that cute little bee. It was an ephemera piece from the Along the Way collection, but it was so enormous. I didn't realise how big it was until I saw it with my photo. So in that case, I've brought out the smaller cardstock stickers to do some embellishing with. And it's almost a full packet. There's not too many that have been used. And yet, in my typical style, I had lots of them. And how many do I use? Just one butterfly. But that's okay because I love the colour that this butterfly is. It's it's a blue, but it's very minty inclined. And it's just that little soft pop of colour that's outside our colour scheme that just makes it that little bit interesting. And yeah, I think it's beautiful. It cuts through everything just, yeah, perfectly. So popping in some more ephemera. And then to the left there, you can see I've got the Dear Lizzie thickers. And they're in that same lovely blue because I think that pop again is just really pretty. And it's nice to have something contrast and offset the other colours. And as I said, not steal away from what we've already done. And yeah, I think, look, I'm just measuring out to make sure my word's going to fit. And my title is Cherish, so I'm going to stick that across the bottom there, like so. Beautiful. And then I'm also using a few, because I liked that little pop of blue, I'm going to spread a few of the little asterisks and full stop pieces around, like scattered confetti or sequins. And I really like that little highlight that they give to the page. A very pretty colour. And I'm almost done now. I'm just going to come in with some sequins. These are, of course, from our friends at Spiegelman Scraps. This one is the Summer Morn collection. And very, very pretty. I have used them before, so I've only got one of these particular sequins left, but it's an actual golden butterfly. It's really, really sweet, and I just thought that would tuck in beautifully with my photo cluster. So I'm popping that one in like so, and then I'll scatter a few around the wreath. And that's pretty much my page for you today. I'm going to have lots of gorgeous close-ups and things coming for you, but if you've got questions or comments about my process, please pop them down below. Thanks so much for being here and watching. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons, and have a wonderful, happy Arty days. Thanks so much for being here. Bye.